So if you watched my last video, I told you guys we were gonna be doing something fun, and I am gonna inflict some self-pain on myself and make a project that should be really simple, be a little bit complicated, but I think the end result is gonna be really cool. Let's get into it. So today we had our last appointment with our wedding venue and finalized a whole bunch of things. And one of the things on there was a card box that you need for the actual wedding. And I was gonna do something really simple, just like a nice laser cut box with a pattern on it, a design. And then I decided to do something a little bit over the top, but I think it'll be pretty cool. And it should be relatively easy to replicate, but we'll see how this goes. We are from Long Island, New York, and there's a spot called Montauk, which is all the way at the farthest point east that you could get on the island before you hit the Atlantic Ocean. And there's a cool lighthouse there. So I'm gonna attempt to build a scale model of the lighthouse as our card box. Let's see how this goes. All right, so I made a little bit of progress here. I went on Google Earth, I found an overhead shot of the actual lighthouse, and then I brought it into Fusion 360 and I scaled it to size as best I could based on the image that you can get off Google Earth. And then I took those measurements and I basically made a series of panels that I'm going to use my laser cutter to cut all of this stuff out. And originally I was going to make little tabs for everything to kind of interlock together so that I could just snap it all together with a little bit of glue and it'll hold it all together. Rather than do that, I think just for simplicity and making this not more complicated than I'm already making it, I'm just going to add a little cleat on the inside and use glue and pin nails to hold this all together. I think it'll actually end up looking cleaner. You won't see all the little tabs and it won't look as laser cut, and it'll be a little bit faster to model. I'm not an expert at modeling. If you guys use this program and have a way to do tabs automatically for laser cutting, I would love to know how to do that. I did a little bit of Google searching for a couple minutes and I couldn't find anything. But rather than waste a whole bunch of time with that, I'm gonna finish up modeling the roof, and then I have to do the upper section of the lighthouse, which I think, because it's mostly round, either I have to make it like a layer cake and just make a bunch of rings out of wood to bring it up to the right height, or I could use the 3D printer and print the actual top of the lighthouse to go on top of the wood structure. All right, so since we last checked in, it's been about 2 days. I played around with the drawing. I wasn't gonna annoy you guys or make you guys sit through the nuances of playing with the dimensions to make everything look accurate. I could get most of them from just looking at the aerial shot from Google Earth. Obviously, I can't physically measure everything. I looked up how tall the actual lighthouse is, and I kind of scaled everything based on that. It might not be perfect, but it definitely is close enough for a card box. So I have the 3D design pretty much done now. I think it came out pretty cool. This bottom section, I'm gonna laser cut all of the pieces out of that 1/4 inch birch plywood. And then the upper section, this rounded portion and the railing base, I'm gonna 3D print. All right, so now that we completed the design and we like the way that it looks, we're gonna move over from the design space to the manufacturing space. And then from there, we're gonna go in to the drop-down browser and create a manufacturing model by right-clicking on the design. Once that starts, you'll see that all the tabs change again at the top and turn into a similar workspace that we saw in the design space. We go into the modify drop-down menu in the ribbon bar at the top, and then we select an arrangement, and then we're gonna create separate arrangements until we have all of our pieces laid out. And basically you do that by setting up the arrangement, which is defining how big the square is, and in my case is the size of my laser bed. Then you select the pieces you want in that particular arrangement, and then you select the plane that you're gonna be working in, which is, for this case, we worked in the XY plane. It doesn't really make a difference when I export for this, but if you were working with a different piece of equipment, you may want to select a different plane. I know that was a little bit quick, but this is just an overview video, and the point of it is to build the lighthouse and not so much show all the nuances of modeling. But I figured I'd share this with you guys because before this, I was making drawings of every single part, turning them into PDFs, and then bringing them into the laser program that I have, tracing them within the laser program, and then that was creating the files, which was a total pain and took a lot of time. This sped up the workflow so much that I really want to do another project like this, and hopefully it helps you guys if you're going to be doing a similar project and want to do it a little bit quicker. Hope that helps you guys, and let's get to building this thing. So I got 2 of the panels cut, but while I cut the rest of them, I'll let the laser run and make sure that everything's good. Similar to like focusing a camera, you need to set the depth or the height of your laser off the material, because if it's too far, the beam gets too wide, and if it's too narrow, the beam also gets too wide because it refracts differently. It kind of makes a shape like this. So you need it to be the perfect height off the material, and that for this laser happens to be this piece that came with it. It's like a little gauge. So I'm going to turn this thing on, and hopefully it cuts everything out right. Made a little bit of a mistake. I don't know what went wrong in the program, but I think the origin is not in the right spot compared to where the computer thinks it is. So I'm gonna have to recut this piece and recut that piece because it only got half of it. So I figured out what was wrong. I had the origin box that says use selection origin not checked, and that was causing it to think that the laser was smaller than it was, so it was causing issues. I think my mic just died.
We could tell, I don't know, the Empire State Building.
Yeah,
like
that would actually be a cool, like if you did like
windows.
No, but I'm saying if you just etched the windows and made like a little Empire State Building, it would probably be really cool.
And a birdhouse.
Or like the Chrysler Building would be cool. Yeah, or a birdhouse. So I'm running into a little bit of a problem. When I go to put together the octagon for the lighthouse tower itself, you need to have a slight bevel. It's actually not slight, it's 67.5 degrees because that's the complementary angle between, am I wrong with that? Maybe it's supplementary angle? Yeah, whatever, I should know that, but I don't. Between the two pieces. And then also these pieces are also tapered as they come up to make the shape of the actual tower. And I was trying to think of a way to cut the actual bevel on the edges of these, because they are tapered. You can't just run them through the table saw, or they'll wedge, or you'll just cut them into squared off pieces, and that doesn't work because you don't want a perfectly cylindrical lighthouse, because that's not what it actually looks like in real life. So I was trying to use a hand plane and drag the pieces through, and it's not super accurate. I'm sure you can do it this way, like if I had a vise to put the pieces in. But I think what I'm gonna try to do, or what I was thinking about doing, was using a clamp system and basically skewing these pieces so that this edge is square to the table saw blade. And then when I push it through, I'm using this as an example, but it's these big long pieces and they're hard to get on camera. So what I think I'm gonna try to do is use like those toggle clamps to hold it down, square up this edge to the blade, lay the saw blade down, and then I could cut my 67.5-degree angle so that when these all come together, they meet at a nice sharp point and they actually fit on the base. Because if I don't, those pieces are made to be the size of the outer portion of the angle. They'll be too big and they won't line up. So I'm gonna try and make some kind of jig and make something work on the table saw with a couple toggle clamps, and we'll pick up in the garage. Hopefully I can figure this out relatively quickly. All right, so I just ran back inside to get my mic, and I thought of this idea. I basically took the fat end of the tapered end of the lighthouse sections and the thinner end and masking taped them together. So now I have two square, or I have a square or rectangle piece that I could run through the table saw at the angle that I need. And then the thought process is, after I cut both sides, I'm gonna flip them around, reverse, and then cut them again. And I should be able to get the angles on both sides very quickly and very easily. Hopefully this works. I'm gonna put the face shield on just in case. And yeah, let's see how it goes. I think this worked pretty well, or at least well enough for this application. If you look, now there's a slight bevel and the pieces fit together nice and tight. So I'm gonna cut the rest of these and then we're gonna go and try and glue them together. Check that out. It worked perfect. I really didn't know how this was going to turn out, but I think it's looking pretty awesome. I'm going to get to putting the rest of this stuff together, and then we got to go over and get something 3D printed. This is actually the day before I'm posting this video, so we are basically in real time building this. Let's get back to it. Unfortunately, the camera ran out of memory card. I didn't get the rest of the footage of me putting it together, but so far it's coming out awesome. The last piece that we have to put together on there is that 3D printed top. I went into the office right after I finished gluing everything up. I went into the slicer. I sliced up that 3D model that I made of the top portion of the lighthouse, and I got the 3D printer running. It's gonna come down to the wire for this video if it's gonna be ready or not by tomorrow evening. It's gonna take about a day to print. I don't have a great 3D printer yet. While that's in there printing, there's nothing I can do. I'm going to put together the rest of Gabby's sign, you know, because she wanted to be a DIY girly. And she did a bunch of work and actually cut out all of the letters on the laser. She designed the whole thing in the software. She came out here, she cut up the wood for the panels to go in the laser, and then she actually used the track saw and cut up all the pieces for the main portion of the sign and the box that's gonna hold the flowers ultimately. So I'm actually super proud of her, and I don't know if she's ever gonna share that footage with anybody. It's super cool that she got to do this on her own. I'm gonna help her out with the hinges and put a piece of rope and mount the box just so that it's all done and ready to go. It's gotta get loaded up with flowers for this weekend so that it can go over to the shower spot. I'm gonna get to doing that. It's a miserable night out, it's still pouring, and we're gonna hurry up and get this done so I can get some rest and get editing this video, and hopefully by tomorrow night that 3D print is done. I'll pick up with you guys tomorrow. All right, so what do you guys think? I think that this thing came out awesome. The 3D print took a little bit longer than I anticipated, and so did editing this video, so I'm sorry for the delay of getting it out, but I think it was worth it. The end result of this project was honestly better than I expected, and I did learn a decent amount along the way, and I hope you guys did too. I'm gonna paint this thing in another video. I might share the entire process. I didn't want to bore you guys with cleaning up some of the glue and stuff like that and then sitting and just tediously painting this. But I will share the completed finished product when it's all painted up. I have 2 more bigger wedding projects to do that I know of right now. There might be more, but that's it for today's video. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.